Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel and welcome also to my co-host, Shari, Voices from the Swamp.
Hello, hello.
How are you today?
I'm good today. I was tired yesterday, but I'm feeling good today. So I actually slept in this morning, so it was kind of weird. I didn't wake up till like 9 o'clock. I was like, okay, did the earth stop spinning or what? I'm usually up at 6, 7, even on my days off. But yeah, I'm feeling good today. So
Good. So
uh
today we are going to do something a bit special and maybe scary. Uh,
yeah.
we had a quick chit chat before the show, and we always look at things from our perspective. We're gonna shift things a little bit around and look at things from Trump's perspective. So I'm not saying we're gonna get into his body and his head and shaking and all that. We're
Not too bad anyway.
but we want
I'm
to understand how what he sees, what he feels. So it's from his perspective, and we're gonna look at current events, but from his eyes, from his eyes.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
gonna
gonna be a
be
bit different.
it's gonna be interesting. It's like I just don't want to get stuck there.
Sherry, once we've done Mike Johnson, I think we can do Trump. So
That's true. That's true. That man gives me the willies. Woo.
So I'm actually gonna suggest that we tune in. I'm just gonna try to kind of look through his eyes, and I'm not putting cards. I'm just getting a an energy, just trying to feel like what does he feel at this second right now?
I keep picking up anger.
And
It's
I'm
like he's
getting like,
so mad all the time.
yeah, I'm getting like an overwhelming feeling, and I see like fires. He has to put up fires, like
That he lit.
that he lit.
Yeah.
I see a lot of stress.
Yeah, big time. I mean, uh stomach
Mm.
issues. His tummy is not happy. Um and I think it's coming from that stress,
Yeah,
which he's created himself. And he doesn't, it's like, why is this happening? Why is everybody doing this to me? And because he can't see that it's because of his actions that they're acting the way he thinks that they're acting. It, I'm getting a lot of upset tummy, a lot of upset tummy.
I get
Mm.
headache too.
Mm.
And it's not the third eye, it's right above here, like here.
Stress, yeah, like stress, headache, almost migraine.
Migraine, tension, headache. It's funny, I know he doesn't wear glasses, but I feel like he almost needs glasses.
Oh yeah, and he would not wear them because people would make fun of
For
me if
him.
I wore glasses.
But he needs them.
Yeah, I mean, for those of us who can't walk across a room without our glasses on because we'll walk into the walls, um, you kind of lose that feeling of everybody's gonna look at me funny because I have glasses on. But
Yeah.
his focus is just that he doesn't want people to laugh at him.
Yeah. He feels
That's
weak, he looks weak, and he feels like
yeah.
it could be easily be picked on. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm getting the diaper thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like that I think is a big shame, like the huge shame
And the fact that people know
about it.
that I'm wearing this diaper and they make fun of me about it, and that really gets under his skin. I keep talking in first person like I'm him.
Oh boy.
That's weird. Um, I don't want to be that deep. So back out a little bit.
Even dizzy. I see even dizzy by all of this. It's just too much. It's saying it's too much.
But he can't ask for help. If I ask for help, they think I'm weak. That's I'm my stomach hurts. I can't. My Big Mac doesn't taste right. What's wrong with the food?
You're right. It feels like it doesn't have a taste. Is that the medicine that he's taking? That's not
That's
normal.
the dementia.
No.
That's the dementia. My mom went through that where she couldn't taste anything. Everything tasted like cardboard to her. It wasn't like all the time, but she went through a phase where it affected her taste. She couldn't taste anything. And so she didn't want to eat anything because everything tasted like cardboard.
Blonde.
Um, that's what I'm picking up from him. It's nothing tastes right.
And I don't see the weird thing is like I see him alone and he doesn't trust anyone.
No,
Like it's very isolated. Who is he trusting? There's no one. I don't even see Musk around. Like it's like no.
they're all out to get me. They're all out to get me.
Exactly.
They want to take away my power. His image, how he appears to others, is so important to
Something.
him.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that just from hearing psychiatrists and stuff talk about him, but I can feel it like he wants, he still thinks of himself as this young, good looking man. And that's the image he sees when he looks in the mirror is his younger self.
Yes.
He doesn't see himself as he really is now. That's why you get a lot of those. He posts a lot of pictures on his True Social that have been like photoshopped where he's like all muscly and like a Schwarzenegger or the Rock body with his head on it, and you look at it and everybody laughs. It's like, yeah, right.
Oh.
Like, you never even looked like that when you were young, much less.
Well, he hated
But
portrait in Colorado. There was a portrait that was made, and he hated it. I think
it
he had
made it
problems
made
looking
me look fat. It made me look fat. That's what he didn't like.
because I'm getting a problem with mirrors. When there's a mirror, he avoids looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah, because he still sees himself as the younger, good-looking man. I mean, at one time he was a fairly nice-looking man. But not anymore. Now it's like, ooh,
Even walking seems difficult.
yeah,
Feels achy. The lower back area feels achy.
yeah. I mean, I have a bad back and I'm overweight, and I know I've lost like a little over 20 pounds in the last 4 months or so. I don't know how I did it, but I did, according to my doctor. But I find it's taken some of the pressure off
Hmm.
because I'm not hauling that weight. And so that would make sense why he hurts all the time because he's carrying all that extra weight. I mean, that would be like strapping a 100-pound flour sack to your stomach and then walking around with it. That you wouldn't feel very good after a few minutes.
I swear the back hurts. Maybe the tummy stomach area hurts.
I'm getting major stomach, like, just major. His tummy is not happy. I
No.
guess it's the best way to put it. Um,
I mean, I hate to say, but there are a lot of hygiene problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm 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 trying to figure out how to phrase this. There's a lot of fear,
Hmm.
internal fear. They're picking on me. They hate me. They laugh at me. But I'm going to make them pay.
Yeah.
That's, whoa, the level of revenge that he wants on people is breathtaking. I mean, I knew he felt that, but whoa, I didn't know it was to this level. This is really, this is really, really strong, really deep. You're right. He doesn't trust anybody.
Oh.
They're all out to get me. They're all against me. They're going to make me look bad. They make fun of me. They think I'm stupid, which he is, but
I am I realize also that he doesn't have any plan. So what he's doing is completely erratic. I don't think there's a plan. I see
uh,
it's almost like a day by day thing.
flying by the seat of your pants, as they used to say. Um, whew, um,
Pla- No plan, but there's a lot. I agree with you. Lots of hate, like that thing. I feel like it's popping up right now with the fight with Harvard.
yeah,
It's turning for him like a huge ego issue on his side. He wants to be. I feel like he's
I'm smarter than they are, and they
smarter,
just
but
don't
they
know it.
pretend to be smart, but I'm smarter than they are.
Yeah, I'll show them I'm smarter than them. I
He
can hurt them because they would laughed
a
at
lot of
me.
conflict. Yeah, loving conflict.
Yeah. But it's not, I'm not seeing like conflict with someone else. It's almost like he's banging his own head against the wall.
Hmm.
It almost feels like there's a part of him up in that brain that's like, stop doing this, that, or the other. You look idiotic. But he can't.
Can't stop.
He can't stop. And he he silences that inner voice that keeps trying to help him. Wow, that's really, really strong. The hatred and the fear and people laughing at him, they're going to pay because they laugh at me.
Yes.
I'm going to make them suffer. And that's his whole it, his whole outlook is, can I make that person suffer? Can I make that person feel really bad? Can I make this person over here cry? It's like he gets enjoyment
Yeah.
out of harming other people, whether if it's physically, mentally, emotionally, that's all the same to him. There's no separation, which is why he doesn't understand why women think he's assaulting them. He's just giving them what they're for. He's giving
Yes.
them what they're for. They're there for my pleasure. That's their job, is to please me.
And fulfill that. Yes.
Ooh, that's a creepy feeling. Um, Ooh, I got to step out of it.
I yeah.
That's just like, whoa, it's starting to get too
I
deep.
I, I don't want to go inside his head. I'm just looking at
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and it
um,
wasn't. It was like, wow, it was like really kind of scary in
yeah.
there. That's wild.
I feel also there's a sense of feeling so isolated. There's no love for him. He feels like very
Yeah,
unloved.
yeah. Oh, the he feels like it feels like he's the unloved. He feels unloved. He doesn't trust anybody. They're all trying to get me. They're trying to sponge off of me. They're trying, they're all mean to me. That's what I kept picking up from him was that he feels so slighted, I guess, but that so taken advantage of that his attitude is, I'm going to get you. You're going to be sorry. You said that. You thought that. You felt that, whatever. And most of what he's projecting onto other people
This
is his own feelings. It's not them. They're not even doing anything.
no.
But it's like if you don't say hello to him just right, well, it's because you're out to get him. You
Mhm.
know, um, his need to humiliate other people is really strong.
Yes.
That's where he gets enjoyment is he loves to make other people feel hurt or feel bad or feel upset. It's like that gives him control.
And power. And power.
Yeah.
To
And of course, people buy into it because they cater to that.
Mhm.
And so that's just feeding his narcissistic need to, they owe me. Everybody owes him. He looks at stuff happening to the country and it's him. That's my money. I don't want to spend my money on those
Right.
people or I don't want to make my laws help them. They're to help me.
That's exactly what's happening with FEMA, not spending the money either
Yeah.
states he doesn't like or causes he doesn't like on quote unquote losers. It
Yeah.
is quickly to call people losers, even veterans, and I mean it's just awful.
For someone who had his daddy buy him out of being sent to Vietnam for bone spurs, no less, which doesn't seem to affect his golf game. He really he hates veterans. Wow.
Mm.
He
Remember,
really hates
in-
veterans because they're getting special treatment because they did something he was too afraid to do.
right,
And I remember reading somewhere that he expressly has forbidden all of his children to be in the military in any capacity. That if any of them tried to sign up, he would cut them out of the will, cut them off, any monies. That's how strongly he felt about it. It's like, wow. Because he knows what it's all about. It's all about higher ranks making me do things I don't like. Because he went to a military school, a military academy, because he's so bad that regular schools, even private schools, wouldn't take him.
him,
And so his parents put him in a military school, thinking it would
help him.
help. Yeah, and oh, it just deepened that hatred for the military.
I'm about to take a card. I feel like I'm ready to look at
Okay.
what.
Yeah, I gotta get out of his head there. Wow, that's
Yeah.
just
No,
really
that
ugh.
no. So let's see.
What
How does he feel with a card? How does he feel?
how is how does Donald feel?
Haha, that's perfect. So I have the Four of Pentacles, and you can see him here in this card on his throne. He has money over his head. He has money in his chest. He has. This is just very interesting because I keep saying him on a wheelchair, and that to me, this throne feels like a wheelchair. So
Yeah.
I always had that feeling. But it's almost like someone who's basically, he doesn't have a heart. The heart is replaced by a coin here. And you see he has money over his head. That's what drives his actions.
Yeah.
And then the side of the chair that you see here almost feels like a cane when I look at it.
Yeah, when you look at it, it almost looks like it's not part of the chair, like it's
Yeah. So there's a problem walking, but the money drives everything. And then I think also there's the treasure chest here. So all the money is basically almost like his best friend. It is someone who's absolutely driven by money.
sorry, my camera's acting up.
That's okay.
Hang on a minute.
That's okay. I can continue here until you.
Yeah, keep talking. I can hear you. I just
Yes. The next card is the
can't.
one. So that isn't so very interesting because you see actually in this card someone who has a disability is missing a leg here, and you feel like this is someone wounded. This is someone who's struggling to walk, struggling to make it through. And in my cards, like the Nine of Wands, this is aware someone who's sick, who's someone who's struggling. So that actually matches what we've been saying. Like he is actually feeling pretty handicapped. And let's just get one more card here for Trump's.
I'm still here. I just can't get my camera to turn on.
I'm putting some more cards. The next one is the
Okay.
Swords. So again, that says disappointment, hurt at an emotional level, but I can't help feeling that it's also at the physical level, his own hurt, physically, literally. So those three cards really, to me, describe very well his love for money, money ruling him, his health issues, whether it's his heart, whether it's his overall health, and a mobility issue that I feel will be coming.
The first card I got was the one that jumped out of the deck, and when I picked it up, it was the Hierophant reversed. So we're talking about uh he feels like he's got to be out he's got to behave in a way that's not normal so people notice him. He
Uh,
thinks that makes him strong. And then I pulled the Chariot. And so he's thinking, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let's do it. Let's, it I gotta push forward, make them do what I want. There's no there's no finesse to
yeah,
what he's doing. Everything is just
push.
forcing it,
Yeah.
pushing it forward. And then I got the Wheel of Fortune. And so he looks at this as like, That's my karma. I'm going to be the richest man in the world. I'm the most powerful man in the world. I'm everything I want comes to me. I just look at this wheel and spin it. Wherever it lands, that's mine. I take it because that's the karma I deserve. It belongs to me. It all belongs to me. That's what I'm getting off of him.
Well, and that circle in the middle to me is also a coin representing money.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it looks like a big pile, big money coin.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's his meme coin that he just put out.
Oh, yes.
Because you got the circle inside, the
Yeah.
circle inside, the circle is what, like three levels of circles here? One, two, yeah, three levels of circles on here. So that's his money growing. We started out with a little one and then it's getting more popular and now it's like the big one. It's going to be worth more money than anything. He's going to be oh so rich. He will truly be the richest man in the world. It's funny because he had Elon so close to him because he could spend Elon's money
Yeah.
just whatever he wanted to, but at the same time, he hates Elon because he's got all the money.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be his money, not Elon's money. The country's money that shouldn't be the country. That's not for the United States. That's I'm in charge. I'm the power. That's my money. That's how he looks at it. I think that's what the Wheel of Fortune represents for him. This meme coin and just all the money.
Yep. But also it's reversed, like money also maybe money loss. It's dropping.
Oh, that's true too. You can look at it in the opposite direction and it's diminishing. It's going from a big amount to a smaller amount to a little bitty amount.
It's a bit like those tariffs with China was 145% shrunk to like 20%. Everything shrinking.
I pulled big city for him. He feels like everything's big city. What does that mean? Strategy and planning.
Like,
Whatever how, I don't think he's smart enough to really be strategical, but he gets an idea in his head. This is what I got to do.
yeah,
This is how we go forward. And then he gets the few people that he sort of kind of trusts a little bit, but only a little bit, like Stephen Miller.
yeah,
And he's like, this is what I want to do. And then Stephen Miller puts it into effect because his final decisions on stuff is going to be based on whatever the last person in the room believed.
of course.
So, yeah, wow. I love this prediction. She
Um,
got a new one out. She did one that's like personal prediction deck.
I
And
didn't.
she just did another one that just got released or is about to be released that's like catered more specifically to I think it was world events
Hmm.
and politics, even more so than this. It's like a companion to this. I don't know. I saw it on her website. I was like, oh, I want that one too. um, oh, unexpected result. That's what I pulled. I forgot to hold it up.
Expected results.
Unexpected result. Yeah.
Well, like I'm hearing backfiring. He put
Big time.
it backfires, backfires.
And he doesn't understand why, because it's a perfect idea. It came from him.
Exactly. You're right.
That's my idea. Who screwed it up? because
Can't
it's never his fault. He
no.
screwed it up. Somebody else screwed it up because it's never, ever his fault. Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna ask this time to look specifically from his eyes to this budget bill because we want to talk about what's happening also right now. The budget bill that's really bad, for working class and
Everybody.
everybody really, unless you're high money maker. Um, what does he see in this bill? How does he feel? That bill passed the House, but now it's gonna go to the Senate. So what does he want for this bill? That would be my next question. What does he want for in this bill, or what does he want people to know about this bill? Huh, this is so interesting. I'll get started, Sherry.
Yeah.
My first card is the Seven of Cups. This is a card of illusions and dreams. So he has this fake idea of it's gonna solve the US problem with this bill, and that's totally off. That's totally wrong. But then he feels like that's gonna make him the empress, like very, very, like a lot of abundance in the country, a lot of money for the riches. And then Three of Cups, a celebration. So it's like a group of people clapping. So they know exactly what they're doing. They know all the cuts they're doing to Medicaid and social programs to benefit
And Medicare, both.
exactly
They're,
and the
yeah.
benefit the empress, and then they can have a little celebration party. That's really ugly, but that's all an illusion. Let's remember that. That's all in his head.
Yeah. All right. Well, I started with the chariot came up again. He feels like he's running out of time.
Yeah,
He
great.
knows he's running out of time. He's having to hurry, 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 push it through. Because I think he knows that the wheels are turning behind him to get rid of him in one way or another. And they don't want to like pew pew him because they don't want to make him a martyr. And he knows that.
Yes.
That this is him like, we got to hurry up, go, go, go. We got to do it. But then I drew the Eight of Swords. He's got himself, he feels restricted, which is why he's in such a hurry because he feels like they're gonna wrap him up. They're gonna restrict him. They're gonna bind him up. He's not gonna be able to do anything. He's not gonna be able to do anything. That's why we gotta hurry. Hurry up. Run, run, run. Let's go. Because they're gonna box me in. They're gonna put me in a padded cell. I don't know. Um,
Yep.
and then I drew the Page of Cups. So he's constantly thinking, 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 how do I speed this up?
And
How do I make this person agree with me? What can I do to them to make them bow down and do what I want?
it forced people to sign.
It's a force.
Yes,
Yeah. It's forcing them. Join forces. It's the first card I picked up.
exactly.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Fire and heat wave. He wants to burn it all down. He wants to burn it all down and then he can come in and save everybody. That's his idea. If I burn it all down, then I can come in and be the savior and everybody's going to love me even more because,
I saved America.
yeah, yeah. Just like he didn't understand why everybody was so upset when he released all that water in North California
Yep.
to put out the fires that were already out in South uh,
Cal-
California. Because the water from up there doesn't go to down there. It goes to the local farmers and stuff to put water in their crops during the summer heat when there's no rain. And so, in his hurry to be the savior, he screwed the people in the South. He screwed the people up north who needed that water.
Yeah,
And he's angry because people told him you did the wrong thing. And it can't be wrong because I did it.
right.
That's that arrogance of him.
I mean
I
that
did it. Yeah. Go ahead.
bill.
Sorry.
No, 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 no. That bill is particularly bad. Should we look how the Senate's gonna respond to it? I think we need to. How
Yeah, yeah. How how is the Senate going to vote
on the budget
on this on the budget bill? Are they going to pass this
or amend it or reject it?
or yeah, or is there going to be enough people
What will happen to the
to
bill?
stand against it? What's going to happen to the budget bill? What's going to happen with the budget bill?
Okay.
I'm not liking what I'm getting.
No, I feel like they're gonna sway people. I get the lovers. So the lovers would be deals person to person. It's almost like you give me this, I give you that. Trump, the emperor, very firm that he wants it to pass. So he's really Page of Pentacles to give away things to senators to make it pass the sun.
Yeah. You drew the Empress,
The emperor.
the Emperor. I drew the Empress.
So I feel, to me, the answer to this is I feel like it will pass in the Senate, maybe with some amendments, with some changes, but it's going to push it to pass. There might be some pushback on specific things, but the goal is to pass it, and I think it will end up passing.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough people that are going to be willing to step forward
No,
and block it.
altogether, no. It's
Because
really,
I drew the Empress. That's abundance.
yeah,
That's birthing something new. That's going forward.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't like that at all. And then I got the Eight of Wands. More speed, more hurry up, go,
oof,
go, go.
yeah,
Push it through. We got to get this done. We got to get this be a done deal. And then I drew the Queen of Cups. And I feel like that's the other side of the Senate
yep,
who are heartbroken in their compassion for those that are going to be hurt with this. Because this is going to hurt a lot of people. Oh my God, it's going to hurt so many people. And it's mainly going to hurt people in the red states,
yep,
in the poorest states. They're the ones that are really going to be, they're really going to get it. Those that are dealing with these tornadoes, the hurricanes coming, they're going to get hurt. Seniors, they're going to get their Medicare taken away or their Medicaid. Yeah, it's
benefits being cut.
I yeah, I think it's like 90, 95% of people in nursing homes, seniors or disabled people in nursing homes, that's paid for by Medicaid.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's like, it's like we finally got my mom on Medicaid about a year before she died, and to help because it helps pay for medication as well, where Medicare does not.
Or
And so we initially got her Medicaid to pay for the things that Medicare didn't cover. And then when we when she had the seizure and she went into the hospital and they said she can't go home, we have to put her in a nursing home. The minute they found out that we had Medicaid, and the director of the nursing home was like, that's half your battle right there, because Medicaid pays for everything. And since then, that's what I've read, that you're going to have a lot of seniors and or disabled that are going to be getting kicked out of nursing homes
oh,
because
that's
there's no more Medicaid to pay for it. And the families can't afford that. It's ridiculous the amount of money it costs.
it is just crazy. But don't you think, Sherry, that they may not be cutting everything, but parts of everything? That's more what I feel.
Yeah, from what I understand, the way they're working it is like, if it passes, it's not going to be suddenly you're thrown off of Medicare, Medicaid tomorrow. It's they're going to start phasing in this stuff starting next year in 2026, and the majority of it is now this is what I read. The majority of it is supposed to like go into full effect the first day of the next president's administration. Whoever gets elected next time, the day after their inauguration, that's when the remainder of that bill is going to go boom, everybody's screwed.
It's like a time bomb.
Yeah, they've planted a time bomb. So unless whoever gets elected gets in there and sets something up in that in between period that's going to that's going to cut the wires to prevent the bomb from going off, they're going to get into office, and then boom, all this stuff is going to happen, and people are going to they think people will blame the new
I mean, it's 20.
person coming in. You know,
So in
it's a
the
trap. They've set a trap.
yeah, in the meantime, this year and next year, it's more like some cuts, but not
They're going to do a little bit. They're going to do a little bit at a time, unless they get ahead of themselves and they jump in and just,
okay.
I mean, so far, things that they've tried to do that would be just like a little bit and just a little bit to get people used to it, it's like they can't seem to be able to do it. They got to just jump right in there and let's just do it. And then everybody freaks out, and then of course they're pulling back, going, "Oh no, 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 you misunderstood." It's like, yeah, no, I think I understood what you did. I'm,
Okay.
I'm not as stupid as you. I know what it did. So, um,
So even if it passes, it doesn't mean necessarily everyone's being kicked out. It's more grad.
yeah, it's not going to take effect at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
I mean, that would be,
It, yeah, it's going to take some time.
yeah. Um, Maybe the last thing I wanted to look at, because it's starting to get
Look
summer
what I do. Future time. I just picked up the top card to see what it was.
spot on. I wanted to look at something that we both know, we discussed this before, is coming, which is big weather problems. And so let's
Yeah.
just assume that those events will take place. How will he react to them?
How will who react?
How will he? Whether it's a hurricane, a tornado, what is he gonna do about all this? Is he gonna use FEMA? Is he gonna end FEMA?
He doesn't care.
No.
He's like, fix it yourself.
The emperor is he continues to sit on a throne.
Yeah. Death. That's the first card that came out. He
Casualties.
doesn't care. Let him die. That's one less person we got to feed.
Same.
Oh, you drew it too. That gives me the willies.
I know.
Page of Cups. He doesn't, he does, this is all the reports that are going to come in, all the people that are getting get hurt, all the communities that are going to get wiped out. And he does not care. Nah.
No. Five of Cups losses.
Yeah.
Now, on the good news side, Three of Pentacles, there's some rebuilding that's going to happen because communities and states are going to step up. So that's going to be interesting because, yeah, Six of Wands, there going to be some help.
Ace of Cups. Yep.
Not some, the Ace of Cups going to be the compassion from l- blue states, local. Three of Pentacles, same card. There's going to be a big difference here that we're going to see to those events, I feel, between the lack of support from the federal government and the local state support that are going to come in to help people during those events.
I keep feeling like people in red states are going to get a rude awakening when they realize that their government has been stealing from them for so long that there is nothing there to help. And they're going to have to go to blue states with their hands out. And that's going to be hard because,
Then, yeah,
I mean, I think of my state, we've got a MAGA governor, MAGA Senate, MAGA House. Um, I mean, there are a few Democrats sprinkled within there, usually from whatever black district that voted, but yeah, this is telling me they're going to be just people, everyday people that are going to have to pitch in and help.
yeah,
Cut that tree
we-
up that went through the neighbor's house and then help them put a roof over their roof back up.
that help. Even children,
Ace of
also,
Pentacles, I got the Ace of Cups.
yes,
So,
that I feel
10 of Cups.
in the cups. Well, that's help
It's
us
going to pull communities together. It's going to make communities recognize each other. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, gay or straight. We all got hit. We all got to work together to fix it. I'm looking at this because you got what? You've got a family,
kid.
arms up, children dancing in the streets. You're going to have a lot of celebratory events happen because everybody's going to pitch in to help everybody. It's like, okay, maybe I lost my barn, but you didn't lose yours. So you lost half of your stock. I didn't lose any of my stock. So we'll move my stock into your barn. And between the two of us, we'll do this together. Especially if you have like, milk cows, pigs, chickens, that kind of stuff, for the farms.
The bottom of my deck is also very hopeful
Ooh,
finds. And so I feel that, as we bring the show to a close, yes, there's some challenges ahead. I think
9 of Pentacles.
we've always been realistic that this would be trying, but look at how we finish these readings. The card of strength, the Ten of Cups, which is hopes, dreams, support, community. We knew it would be challenging, but it will allow some people to see the truth for who he is, and that is absolutely needed. But it also brings the best in people to unite and help each other. So we're at a crucial time
He
here.
threw a bunch of surprise attacks at us. That's what got thrown at us. A lot of lies and deceptions. That was the next one I pulled.
Exactly.
But now we're being told just stay put. And you got the balloons there because community, I said this the first time he won. I said, this is probably the best thing to ever happen to us because it made people wake up to how things really work, or it made most people wake up, not everybody. I think this and the fact that we're going to have to turn to each other
Yeah, that's the big
to
mess.
rely on each other and not our government, which is the government's job, but we're going to have to step in and do it. It's going to strengthen communities.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's that 10 of cups there.
And
It's going to strengthen those communities, and it's going to make people it's going to make people realize that it doesn't matter rich or poor, black or white, male or female, gay or straight. For a lot of people that's always been an issue for them, I think it's going to open their eyes that if they got a damn tree in the middle of their house now and five gay people show up to come help cut it up and get it out of their house, I don't think they're going to tell them no, go away. And I
exactly.
think it's going to open their eyes to the fact that these people are just like we are. They have the same hopes and dreams. They have the same worries. They want to take care of their families. They want to raise their children. I think it's going to open the eyes of everyday people that we're not as different as they've been trying to make us believe. And that is going to be the downfall of the authoritarian rule. It's because people are going to realize, you know what? This country was originally founded, even though founding fathers were slave owners. That's a different topic for another day. But I think people are going to come to the realization now that what that goal was back then was the will of the people,
Right.
a people-led government, not a who's got the most money to buy off politicians government. They just came out of that. They're like, yeah, we're tired of that nonsense. I feel really good about that. It's like we're being taught a lesson, a karmic lesson
I agree.
that we can't move forward and move up, ascend until we learn that lesson of unconditional love and acceptance of everyone.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Sherry. I want to end the show on those words because there's really nothing to add. And just
Mm-mm,
out how we
that's good.
did from obviously something that was really ugly and very nasty to get into that energy and finishing on such a note. I think we've been realistic that there's some challenges ahead with the economy, with the budget bill, but and possible some weather events. But in the end, love will prevail and the unity will
Yeah,
prevail. And most importantly, we need people to see the truth and see the reality of who's helping them when time.
yeah.
So, on that note, Sherry, I want to thank you for being here on the show. It went so fast.
Thank you. I love reading with you.
Yeah,
I love these deep
sure.
dives we do. This is great.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful. And we will see each other next month for another show. And I will be on your channel very soon. Is there something you want to
Yeah.
share your channel? Yeah.
For me, well, um, when is it? Next next Friday, the 30th, there is a group of us who all have a birthday in the end of May, beginning of June, all Geminis. we're having a birthday bash. I don't know. I'm not running it. So I don't know if they're inviting other people to come on, like hop on and off, or what. I have to get with Ramon and find out how they're doing it. Um, but so we're gonna have a birthday bash next Friday. I don't know who, what, where, how, why it does, but um other than that, I've got an interview this afternoon with Haunting Live. They're a channel and they all things paranormal.
Awesome.
And they contacted me to come on and talk about paranormal stuff. I've been through ghost stories, all that kind of crap. And I'm like, yeah, I got lots to tell you. I've been through a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. And Nate and I'll set a date for a few weeks to get back together. We'll be on my channel for a live stream.
Yep.
And then we'll be back again a few weeks after that for our deep dive on his channel. So, and we've got another members meeting. I got a members meeting. When did I say I was going to do it? Next Saturday, the 31st.
Awesome.
So I got a members meeting for all my members. Finally, I can finally get you all in at once. I bought Zoom. So, and then I know we were talking about doing another one together
Oh, yeah.
for our members. So that'll be fun.
I have actually, so it will be published. This video should be published today, Saturday. Tomorrow, Sunday, my usual 5 p.m. Eastern, live, open to everyone. Ask your questions.
Yeah.
And also, I'm promoting a video that I posted yesterday about animal communication with Jaylene. She's exceptional. So if you haven't had time to watch this video, really do. Actually, even if you
I'm
don't
going to watch it next, and then I'm going to be emailing her saying, "You want to come on?"
even
So,
that connected with pets, it even teaches us so much about us humans. So I really encourage
oh
you to watch.
yeah,
And again, thank
yeah.
you, Sherry. See you on your channel.
Thank you, Nate. Yep,
And
yep.
bye,
We'll see
everyone.
each other soon. Bye, everybody.